Severe weather moves through the tri-state area, bringing heavy rains, flash floods, and strong winds. And we're not done with the storms yet. How long until we're in the clear? Good evening, I'm Dick Brennan. It's a First Alert weather day, and we have already seen a lot of activity this evening. The storm moved through New Jersey, and we saw flash floods in Newark. You can see cars struggling slowly to get through the water. And the mayor of Passaic shot this video of street flooding. The high water turned a gas station to a bit of a parking lot. And take a look at this from East 88th Street on the Upper East Side. A tree down, taking out a car on a residential street. We have team coverage. Addie Guajardo is monitoring conditions in our weather tracker. But let's begin with Scott Padgett in the immersive studio with more. Scott.
Hey there, Dick. Yeah, it's been a very active late afternoon and evening hours for us. Now a live look outside. You can see over parts of the Brooklyn Bridge. Still some rain across parts of this city. The heaviest rain making its way out through parts of Long Island. But we have 66 degrees right now. It's a cooler rain that's holding together. But this First Alert weather day does continue as we're going through the evening hours. Continue until about 2 o'clock in the morning. And the reason is flooding, damaging winds, and isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out. That's been the concern as we've gone through the day today. And now looking at our First Alert radar, we are still seeing the rain making its way from west to east. It's starting to come to an end a little bit in our West Jersey counties, but the heaviest rain continuing now to make its way out through parts of Long Island, and we still have a flash flood warning until 8:15 for the Bronx, Kings, Nassau, Queens County because of so much rain that fell with these strong storms that moved their way through. Now the heaviest rain is making its way through parts of Suffolk County, continuing with rainfall rates near an inch of rain per hour to a half of an inch of rain per hour. So I anticipate more flooding all the way out through parts of Suffolk County. You see all of our radar sweeps searching for anything. Heaviest rain riding on the south shore, but we're not done with the rain in the city. Some moderate rain holding together, starting to break up a little bit down through parts of Union, Essex County. Still some of that light rain holding together down near Somerset. Starting to see some clearing happening. But look at this. Over the last 3 hours, picking up as much as 2 to 3 inches of rain in a 3-hour time frame. Not a surprise that we're dealing with that flooding. Rain continues to make its way from west east, but we also have been dealing with some damage reports coming in. I want to point out, in Atlantic Beach, we're still efforting to get this for you, but it looks like we had a water spout make its way on shore. Widespread damage to structures with photos reported on Facebook there, Atlantic Beach, where we had that tornado warning earlier. And also dealing with wind gusts in Jackson Heights and Queens, also flash flooding. So, Dick, it is not a surprise. We have damage reports, severe damage reports, and also the flooding concern that's there. And we're going to get the rain on out of here as we go through the evening hours. But I want to point out, on Saturday, another First Alert weather day for more flash flooding in the forecast. We'll talk more about that coming up.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we're tracking rain across the area. This is what it looked like in Mamaroneck and Westchester earlier this evening. Heavy rain falling as drivers made their way home. Not too bad. Let's head outside to Addie Guajardo, who's monitoring conditions from the weather tracker live in the Belt Parkway near, I guess it's the Verrazano Bridge, right, Addie?
Dick, you're going in and out, but I think you're tossing at me. So, you know, let me just say the roads are slick right now. We've been out here for a couple of hours. The rain's been coming down the last couple of hours. We were in Brooklyn. It started off around 6 o'clock, right when it started coming down hard. Right now, you can see the windshield wipers are putting in some work. We're on the we're on the Belt Parkway right now, heading towards Atlantic Beach, where we are getting reports of damage shortly after a tornado warning was issued both in Queens and Nassau County. And then I want you to take a look at this video right here. We have video of one of the roads over in Brooklyn where there was some flooding. This is 9th Street. You could see where some of the cars were trying to get through this flooded area, some of them turning around, some of them trying to get through. At one point, there was a stalled out vehicle that we identified, and there was a driver inside. Now, one of the things that was kind of poignant to me is ahead of this storm, the New York City Office of Emergency Management did issue a travel advisory asking New Yorkers to limit their travel during this storm and reminding everyone to not drive through flooded streets and not walk through flooded areas. They also have been urging residents who live in a basement to be prepared to get to higher ground as this rain continues to come down. But again, we are en route right now to Atlantic Beach, where we are getting getting reports of some damage, and we'll bring you all the latest as soon as we arrive there. But again, last couple of hours, what I've witnessed out here, Dick, is just a lot of rain coming down, some rain kind of accumulating along the sides of the streets, and these roads here on the highway pretty slick. There appears to also be some kind of incident just a little bit further up on this highway here on Belt Parkway, so we'll be tracking that very closely. For now, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, Eddie Guajardo in our weather tracker. Eddie, thank you. From heavy rain to flash flooding, the storm's causing all kinds of problems, and we just heard Eddie was talking about the city issuing a travel advisory for the area. Joining us right now is Christina Farrell, the Commissioner of the Office of Emergency Management in New York City. Commissioner, I have to ask you, we see a lot of potential threats out there right now. What concerns you the most at this hour?
Yeah, so like you said, we've seen heavy rain over the last couple of hours. We have gotten some flooding reports in mostly in Queens, in Hollis, and in Flushing. We have first responders, public safety agencies out there. As noted, we always think about people living in basement apartments, making sure that they are safe. And then there also has been a significant amount of flooding. Some waters are starting to recede, but on different roads, highways. And so, we want to make sure that motorists are safe and that no one drives into any standing water.
No matter how many times you say that, Commissioner, we say that, people still do it, and it only takes a second for your car to get stuck and you potentially be put in a life-threatening situation, correct?
Yeah, exactly. You sometimes you don't know how deep the water is, or things can surge, and so we know people sometimes have to be out, have to be around, but you really have to be watching out for the alerts, thinking about it, maybe taking the long way around.
Yeah, the long way around. Other area concern, particularly in these downpours, are in our transit systems. Are you getting any reports right now of trouble in the transit systems? We're in constant touch with the MTA. They are in our virtual EOC. We have not heard of specific MTA issues. It's been more some street flooding and some roadway flooding, but we stay in contact with the MTA if we do hear any reports. And I would imagine right now you would be telling people, at least for the next couple of hours, it would be best to stay off the roads, probably stay off the transit systems. We will be getting relief in a couple of hours. At that point, will you expect that these flood waters would start receding, I imagine?
Yeah, we have. So the city has hundreds of flood sensors out around the city. We've been monitoring all of them. We're actually getting reports that many of them are starting to recede. But like you said, there may be more rain coming through. But we do think that within the next couple hours, there will be a lot of relief from the storm, which is we're ready for.
We certainly hope so. Christina Farrell, Commissioner of the New York City Office of Emergency Management. I know you've got a long night ahead of you, regardless of when these waters recede, and we really appreciate a few minutes of your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay safe. Okay,
stay safe. That is the operative word right now. And stay with us for the very latest on tonight's severe weather, on air and streaming on CBS News New York. All right, let's get back to all the flooding we've been talking to you about today and those severe storms moving through the area, downpours, triggering floods in parts of Queens. That's where Lisa Rozner is right now in Elmhurst. And what are you seeing right now, Lisa? I know you don't have an umbrella in your hand, so that's a good sign.
Well, Dick, I'll give you a little hint. One of my kind photographers is holding an umbrella over my head right now because it is still raining here. We are on Broadway in Elmhurst, and I want you to take a look at the businesses here on Broadway. Everything looks okay from above ground, but there are businesses at a lower level right here on the corner, and some of them had to close due to the ponding that occurred. We have video from earlier this evening that showed a bus slowly trudging through rising waters and water pouring down what appears to be an open manhole. Sandbags were put out in front of a furniture business, but it didn't help, and everything got soaked. We spoke with Lester Lynn of the Elmhurst Roastery here on Broadway, who tells us a neighboring Muay Thai studio had to close early due to the flash flooding.
Just like a month ago, same thing happened, and because we are, in the bottom of maybe 4, great streets, the water just poured down.
He says this issue has been prevalent for years. It happens every time it rains, and the neighboring businesses here have been trying to get this area designated as a flood zone. We are going to reach out to the Department of Environmental Protection for comment. We're live in Elmhurst, Queens. Lisa Rozner, CBS News, New York.
And a big thanks to whoever is holding that umbrella. They're doing a great job. You can't even see it, so it's like magic there, Lisa. Stay dry and in and out of the rain when you get a chance. Thank you.